Hey everybody, Sandy here. Today we're going to be working on a 35-ounce tumbler. This is a hot tumbler from Stainless Depot, and this is one tall drink of water. What we're going to do is, I just saw Sandi from Sandi's Organized Chaos do a distressed tumbler, and it reminded me how much I love doing these. So I thought, I'm going to do one because, I like them. What we're going to use, I'm going to do the hang method on this tumbler. I have approximately 5 milliliters of epoxy here. I'm not intending to use it all. My glitters that I'm going to be using is Maleficent's Dragon from Glitter Makes It. And this is a mix, chunky and fine. And it also is color shifting. Is that wicked cool or what? I love that. And I have mixed with that this iridescent glitter that I just got from Walmart. This is the mix right here. Maleficent's Dragon straight on is, you can see the difference. It is vibrant and beautiful. And I thought about just doing that, but I kind of wanted to have a little bit of a dimension to it. So I mixed the iridescent with Maleficent's Dragon. I'm going to put some of that down, and then I'm going to go over that with Maleficent's Dragon because I really want that to show. So that's where we're going with that. I just need to get my glove on here, and let me tell you something. It is hot as Hades here. I was going to show my face again, but it's so hot that all you're going to see is shine come off of my face. In focus, or in the screen, but we're going to do the best we can. And this was just a flat gray that I had on here, and I couldn't see any sense, since I'm going to cover it with glitter, I couldn't see any sense in repainting it. So we're going to make work what we've got right now. It's been raining here and humid, and holy moly, I'm surprised heads haven't rolled, because I don't do this very well. This weather is crazy. Okay, this is going on here nicely. And I am trying to get the thinnest possible coating that I can. But because this is bigger, I feel like, I needed to make a little bit more than I normally would. It's hard to make, I can speak. It's hard to mix less than 5 milliliters. It really, truly is. I hope I'm still staying in the screen. As you can see, I'm pulling it pretty thin. A little bit of a rough spot there. Must have been a spray problem with the nozzle. I don't know. This has been sprayed for a good long time. I'm just going around this and trying to gather up any of the extra, and of course I'll go back and smooth it out. Get as much as I can so I can glitter this bottom. Not that I like to glitter the bottoms, I really don't, but this one is going to call for it, I think. Yeah, I saw Sandy's video and I said, oh, you know, as I look for inspiration, it's like, there, I've been inspired and I'm going to do it. Ow, I just pinched my hand in between that little nut that holds the thing onto the turner. Okay. All right, I feel like we have good coverage and not too much. All right, I already have my tray ready, my catch tray. Okay, I'm going to try to stand that up there without it falling over. Oops, I see a little globber there. Okay, let me pull my glove off. And oh, you can hear my little dog barking because she doesn't care for the kids. They make her nervous. She's a little poop stink. Okay, we are in frame here, and I'm going to just start pouring this on. Ooh, that looks pretty up against that gray. And like I said, I don't want a ton of it on here, or I didn't say that, but I really don't want a ton of it on here. I just want it to accent enough, and then I want to put the straight on Maleficent's Dragon on here. A little bit on the bottom. All right, and I'm going to call that good. Knock off whatever will fall off. Gather this up and put as much as I can back into that container. And here we go with straight on Maleficent's Dragon. And I think you're going to see just how gorgeous this looks. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Of course, I'm going to need more. And because I'm doing this in a different direction, I'm making a mess. Heaven help me. Heaven help me. Heaven help me. Okay, pour that back in to my container. And pour the rest of it out there. Someone had suggested that I get a kitty litter pan to catch my glitter when I do bigger cups like this. And that's really a good idea. I don't have a lot of workspace here, but I'm certainly not opposed to trying that. All right, I need to open this bag. Of course, when I plop it down like that, I lose it. Okay. Set that aside. Okay. The nice thing about doing the hang method, and I don't always do the hang method, but the nice thing about doing the hang method is that you have a longer work time than you do if you're using Mod Podge to adhere your glitter. So I'm definitely benefiting from that aspect today. And yes, you can still see a little bit of the gray underneath there, but I'm okay with that. To me, it just looks kind of natural. Come on, you stay on there. Because losing this glitter is not something I am going to be happy with. Oh, that's heavy. So heavy. I think this is going to be beautiful. And we spray it. And I'm sure you can see the shifting between the green and the purple and this glitter. Pretty sure I'm going to have to knock this down because I am covering it so much. But I am going to take advantage of a point that Sandi had made about the bumps. And that's something that I've not tried to do, is to give myself some grace on that. Okay, here we go. Let's stay on there. Why is that sticking? I don't want to hit it too hard. I don't want it to fall off. So we know how that can happen. Okay, so I'm happy with the way this is looking so far. And I'm going to put it on the turner. Actually, I am going to smash this down on here because I feel like the bottom is a little sparse. And maybe that's just the way it's going to be. There, it's on there good. I'm going to let this spin. In a little while, I will knock down those high spots as much as I can. I don't want them all over the place. And then we'll be back after I epoxy this again and then spray paint it so that we can do the distress on it. So don't go away. We'll be back in a second. Okay, I have spray painted this. It's been several days that it's been sitting. And now we're going to clean down our paint surface. Let me just get this to the point where I can work it. This is just 100% acetone. I got the container from Dollar General, but I continue to refill it with my bottles that I get from Walmart. Now this is pretty rough, and hindsight, I probably would have put another coat of epoxy on my glitter, but that's hindsight and we can't do a damn thing about it. So I'm going to start with some of my acetone to start cleaning off layers of the spray paint. And I did black, gold, and then white on the outside. This is going to take a little bit. It's not going to just happen, but we're going to work at it. I'm probably going to be sorry that I'm not wearing gloves, but I've been sorry before. And because this has sat for several days with the paint on it, it's probably going to take a little extra for me to actually get it down there where I want it, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. We're just going to continue rubbing into it, and we're going to take advantage, and I had never done this before until I saw Sandi's Organized Chaos do it, but she takes advantage of these little raised bumps, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. I want to see how that works out for me. And all of this can be cleaned up after. I'm not concerned about that. I'm not particularly worried about the edges around here just yet. That'll come after. I want to get down to my glitter and see where I am before I worry about what shows where. And it's going to take several paper towels, I can tell you that. Oh, I like that, where it just split like that. I like that. So I'm going to let that sit there. And I'm just going to go ahead and go around the tumbler. Okay, I cleaned this tumbler off, and I'll show you the whole thing all the way around. It's been cleaned off with the acetone. I did go from using a paper towel to using this crocheted dishcloth. It's just an old one that I had. I did because of the ribs that are in there. I was able to be a little more aggressive because otherwise I wouldn't have an arm and we would be here for a week. So I've cleaned it all off with the acetone, and I did wipe it down with the acetone, but I still have like streaks in it here and here that I need to get off. So I'm going to use my alcohol. This is 91%. You can use 91, you can use 97, whatever you have. I'm just going to apply it to this paper towel, a generous amount. And I don't want it sopping wet, but just enough to give me a cleaning agent to clean up my glitter and to clean up my white a little bit. I still want some of the black that's underneath this white to show through. Like I have some black right here, and I'm good with that. I like that. I really wanted more of the black, but evidently I didn't put a thick enough coat on, so I'm left with the gold and the white, and I'm okay with that. There is some black that shows through in some places, and you know, good. That's a good thing. So I'm just kind of wiping it down, and you can see that very little is coming off. So there are still some spots that have the gold paint, but they integrate really well into the glitter. So I'm good with that. And I'm just cleaning up is all I'm doing, because I don't want my glitter to be spudgy and dull and streaky, but I do like the distressed look throughout the tumbler. You know, like this here, I wiped that with my acetone and it gave me that distress that I was looking for with this. So I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm just going to clean up my glitter. And I'll show you the bottom in just a second here. See, there's some right here that needs to be cleaned off a little bit. And that's all you do, is just give it a little elbow grease. At this stage of the game, I've taken a good half-hour break or so. Just so I can still carry on. But for the most part, this baby is done. And I like that it's very, random all around it. Pour a little more alcohol on there. Okay. And just where I can see the black streaks. It's funny that the black didn't really come through very well, but I can see it in streaks. Part of that could be because I can't remember whether or not I put the black on after the gold or if that was my base. I told you it's been days, and I don't trust my memory like that. So I'm just going with the flow. But I was able to get in closer around the gold parts here with a cotton swab, and I just kind of pushed it point in. I'll show you with a cotton swab, but I just kind of went in like this and moved some of the gold back, and that's how I did that. So the bottom is not completely cleaned off, but it's pretty close. You know, it's where I wanted it to be. I was more concerned with the bumpiness of the edges of this. Like, you can see it really good here. I was more concerned with that, but as I look at it, I'm really not. So I'm okay with it. So what do we do from here? I'm not going to put a decal on this at all. I am going to go ahead and epoxy this. The next time we see this, it will be a finished tumbler. So don't go away, because it'll be a couple of days for me, but it's only going to be a few seconds for you. I love how that glitter color shifts from the purple to the green. It's just awesome. I love that. So we will return momentarily. Remember I told you that I couldn't somehow get the black to come up on my tumbler? Well, guess what? When I started sanding with my sanding block around the top, I started noticing black. And I thought, oh, let me see. And now I'm just going around these edges to see how, you know, that looks. And it's bringing my black color out. So, yeah, I am thrilled. And I just wanted to make sure that I told you about it. It is awesome. I'm loving that. And since this is a distressed look, it's okay if it scratches into the white. It's not going to hurt a darn thing. Is that awesome or what? Check it out. Of course, I'm going to have to clean it down again, but that's okay. Isn't that awesome? So yeah, it's bringing the black out. And the gold is still there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that around the tumbler. And like I said, when we come back again, I've got some scratches up here, and I'm okay with that. That's all right. That's just the worn and weathered look that it's given it. See? Nice. I'm good with that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that around the tumbler. And like I said, when we come back, then it will be a finished deal. And you'll see the final reveal. So stay tuned.